what is solar system? This word is very familiar to you, I know. So but we are going to study what is solar system in a very deep down, okay, in a deep down manner. So here that all the celestial objects including sun and the planet earth also is a part of a solar system. So here we are having surrounded our sun with the other 8 planets, and we all together forms a solar system. Not only that, we are also having satellites, that is natural satellites, moons, and the other planets moon also, and the asteroid belts and meteors and comets. So all these things together are making a solar system. See, here is the diagram, all the planets that you can see with the different colors, and the blue belts that you can see, the asteroid belts, and these kinds of things that we are having, the certain tail is there, that are comet part. Okay, so all these things are surrounded around the sun because sun is having lots of gravity and it is pulling everything towards it. But because we are surrounding, we are revolving around it continuously, that is why we are at this fixed position. We are not indulging ourselves towards the sun, and unless we are doing the revolution around the sun and keeping our pace continuous. Students, let us observe all the things, all the celestial objects that are present in our solar system one by one. Okay, so now let's not start with the sun only. Okay, why not? We can start with this only. So sun is the closest star towards the earth. Yes, we know that to earth we are having a one and only star that brings the life on the planet, that is sun. And it is how many kilometers away? 150 kilometers away. Okay, 150 million kilometers away. What is the meaning of million? 1 million is equals to 10 lakh. Fine. So, according to that, it is none of the less, that is 15 crore kilometers away from the earth. Fine. So mostly it is made up of hydrogen and helium, because you know in chemistry also, see, we are having lots of atoms and molecules. So the origin thing that we can see in the periodic table is the hydrogen, and the second element is the helium only. Okay, so all the major stars that you can see and have heard about it, all of them are made up of hydrogens and helium only. Why? Because this is the starting of the atom formation. Okay, hydrogen is only having 1 electron and 1 proton. See, so that they will combine together and there is a fission and fusion process of the atom. That atom get break and split into 2 more parts, and it may combine, that 2 or more parts may combine again, will release the energy. So this is how energy get released, and that energy is very huge, very tremendous amount, so that it become itself as a sun, and that is becoming a very high temperature there. Okay, so this is how our sun looks. Fine. So here are one more thing, that the diameter of the sun, diameter is the from the one point to the another point. Okay, from one point here to the another, the distance from one to another circumference part is the diameter. So here is 1.4 million kilometer. Okay, that is again very huge part. See, and 14 million degrees Celsius at the core is the temperature, and 6000 degree at the surface. Okay, so here it is having a core that is too hot, and if we have measured the surface temperature of the sun is around 6000 degrees Celsius. Okay, let me tell you one more information here, students, that the atmosphere part of the sun is having 10,000 degrees Celsius temperature. Now you are going to say, ma'am, if the surface is 6000, then how come this atmosphere part become too hot? But yes, this is the fact, students, because atmosphere is again collapsing with the other atoms and molecules and again releasing some kind of energy there only. That brings the atmosphere more warmer compared to the surface of any planet too and the sun also. Okay, so this is the reason that we are having 10,000 degrees centigrade temperature of the atmosphere of the sun, but the surface is 6,000 and the core is 14 million degrees Celsius temperature. Now students, let us see the first planet of our solar system, that is Mercury, and in Indian system it is also known as Buddha. Okay, so here is the Mercury that has having a lots of craters there. What are craters? Craters are a large number of pits that has been obtained on the planets and even on other planets also. So what is this craters do? Actually they are not doing anything, but craters are due to because some meteors when collide with planets get the impact of themselves here. So it is like a bowl shaped holes. Okay, so Mercury is covered with many bowl shaped holes, so also known as craters. Okay, so during day we are having the temperature at Mercury 400 degrees centigrade and at night it's minus 200 degrees Celsius. Okay, so what is the two big variations that leads the Mercury to be happen, like daytime we are having 400 and during night time we are having minus 200. That is too big range, right? So students, because Mercury is not having any kind of atmosphere, there is no atmosphere that is there. So during day, because it is the nearest part of the sun, it is directly getting sun rays. Fine. So if it is like this, so it will get rise of the temperature that is too high and 400 degrees Celsius up to can be observed till date. Fine. But because again it is not having any kind of atmosphere here, so this part again releasing all kind of heat towards the space now become too cold, that minus 200 degrees Celsius is the temperature during night, and that is again very less, because during winters here on the earth planet we see that we even cannot tolerate 10 degrees Celsius temperature. So you can see minus 200 is very less. Okay, so gravity here is also again not too strong, because Mercury is very small in size and the mass that it is carrying is very less. So we can say that the Mercury is having very less gravity. That is also the reason that it is not having itself any atmosphere. So it do not collapse with any other thing. It again continuously revolving towards around the sun, because it is having less gravity and it is the nearest part of the sun. So anything which comes in the way of the Mercury also, so it will get collide with the sun only. Okay, so that is why it get exist till date, because sun is nearby it, and whenever whatever thing which is coming towards it, it get attracted towards the sun only. Okay, but still because it get collide with some craters, that is why it is having bowl shaped holes there. But gravity is depend on the mass of the object, and that the mass of this Mercury is too less. Discussing about the second planet of our solar system is the Venus, that is also known as the Shukra. Okay, so what is about it? It is almost the same size of Earth, that we came to know that it is a twin sister of Earth also. Okay, you can call Venus as your sister. Okay, so here that the Venus is actually the hotter than Mercury. Why? But Mercury is the nearest part towards the sun, then how can Venus become the hotter than Mercury? Yes, because it is having an atmosphere. Yes, on the Venus we are having lots of carbon dioxide gas that is present in the atmosphere of the Venus, and there is a nature of the carbon dioxide that it can trap heat. Okay, and that helps the Venus to become more and more hotter compared to the Mercury, because Mercury is not having its own atmosphere. Okay, it is nothing having there. So but Venus is having atmosphere and lots of carbon dioxide is present there and sulfur dioxide is there. So the combining of the heat with these gases, they get trapped and this leads us to the highest temperature, and that is the observed temperature, that is 480 degrees Celsius. So see, earlier we have seen in case of Mercury 400 degrees Celsius. So there is a difference. It is also known to be as the brightest planet. Why? Because it sparks during the evening and the morning sky. Sometimes we see it like a star only. It is so bright. Why it is so bright? Again, because the heat that is get trapped due to the sulfur dioxide that is present inside the atmosphere of the Venus get it to shine like a star. It is so bright. Okay, so here is the diagram of the Venus, as you can see, and this is not just a single phase of it. Here we can see that during the evening and the morning sky, you can see the part of Venus, and you will see it, observe it like that a star is present there. Okay, you can see other pictures of Venus also, that you will see that it is white in color. Fine. So there are another facts about Venus, that it commonly known as the evening and the morning star, as I have told you, that for 292 days in the western sky, like in the evening, because in our earth sun rises from the east and sets towards the west. Fine. So during the evening sky, यानी कि हम west part की बात कर रहे हैं, so we will see that the Venus comes as the evening star, and during for the 292 next days, we will see it in the morning part, dawn part. Okay. So, unlike the earth that rotates from west to east, it rotates its axis from east to west. Okay, like we are rotating from west to east like this. Okay, but it rotates like this from east to west. Okay, so here are the facts about the Venus. Let us come towards the next part. Our third planet is our home planet, that is Earth, and we also call it as Prithvi. Okay, so it is the only planet, students, that is having life, and it is known to be exist till date. Okay, none of the planet or the other part of any other like outer solar system, we haven't seen any any existence of life till date. Okay, so here we contains oxygen, carbon dioxide and nitrogen. You know that on Earth planet, oxygen is present for 21% and nitrogen is about 78%, and one part is the for carbon dioxide and some other gases that is also included in that part only. Okay, so here the major role leads with the nitrogen part. And why nitrogen? Because we all are made up of nitrogen. Yes, we are made up of, because nitrogen leads to the make of protein. Okay, and all the trees and plants that are having growth are because of nitrogen, and leguminous plant are having rhizobium bacteria that leads this atmosphere nitrogen to convert into nitrous oxide, and that is again taken by the roots of the plants, and that is eaten by us. So indirectly we are having nitrogen itself, and that leads us to making of formation of protein that are actually making the muscles and everything the body that is made up of. Okay, so here that is why this nitrogen part is very essential. So oxygen is also again essential, that is covering 21%. You know, for the energy consumption, for the energy release, we need oxygen. Whatever food we are eating, that is oxygen is used to burn that food inside and body and release the energy formation, and that energy actually keeps us helping in moving the body and keeping some involuntary functions that are inside our body. Am I right? Yes, because of the energy that I have taken today, I am able to speak right now, and because of the energy that you have taken, you are able to see this video too. Okay, so this is how oxygen plays an important part too. Okay, so what is the next point? That we are having at the right distance. Earlier I have told you that we are actually in a habitual zone. Okay, what is this habitual zone? Is actually from the sun, we are not too close, okay, and not too far. We are in a right place so that the life that exists here is possible. Yes, if it is slightly near to the sun, then also the ozone will not be able to radiate ultraviolet radiations, and that ultraviolet radiation will come towards the earth and the life again will not be able to exist. Okay, so here we can say that we are on the right distance from the sun. That is why life is existing here. So here is the planet Earth, as you can see here in the picture, and that is how it looks from the space outside. Okay, so here I am having some more information related to Earth, that the Earth planet is actually not like this. You know that we are moving from west to east. We are rotating from west to east. Fine, but not like this straight axis. We are actually tilted at some pace. Like if we take it this as a 90 degree, so we are not like erect position. We are shifted like this. Okay, and that degree is 23.5 degree. Okay, so we are not actually straight. We are little bit tilted. So this is again because of this also some part of the season plays an important role, because we are tilted, so that we are able to see some kind of seasons, that we are having summers, winters and rainy and monsoon. All winds are because of anything that is surrounding us, are because of some reasons. Okay, so it completes one resolutions in 365 1/4 days. Yes, that you have seen that we have completed one revolution in 365 days. You have learned that in your junior classes also, that in a year there are 365 days. But actually it is 365 plus 1/4 part is also there. And that 1/4 cannot be counted as a single day itself, so that we can combinedly taking all the 1/4 parts of all 4 years. Okay, and together make them as a single year now, because taking the LCM of the 4/4 become 1. Okay, so that one single day is now to be counted in the month of February, and 29th February leads us to the year that is a leap year. Fine, so this is how our day, one day will become complete in the 4 years, and that leads us to the leap year. Okay, so we complete one revolution. Revolution is just a revolving around the sun and completing one oscillation around it. Now students, fourth planet of our solar system is Mars. We also call it as Mangal Graha. Okay, so what we known as to be as red planet also. We call it as red planet too. Why? Because its surface is red in color. Yes, that is the simple reason you can define it. Even students will get the very easy answer to learn now. Okay, so now because it is a rocky planet, so it is having a half size of the Earth. Okay, this is not like because of rocky planet, but like a Earth planet, it is also having a lots of rock there. Okay, and its half size denotes that the planet Earth is twice as is the size of the planet Mars. Okay, as you can see in the diagram too. If you see the collective diagram of all the planets, you will see the right size of the Earth and the Mars, and you can compare there too. Okay, so now here it is a reddish that we see in the sky. If anything, you spot red in color, and unless and until you are not living in Delhi. Okay, why? Because there is too much pollution. You even can't be able to see stars there. You have to see from the observatory. Okay, and any place where we are not having too much light and too much pollution, so you would be able to see these planets by your naked eye also. Okay, so anything you will spot red color, you will see that this is the planet Mars. See, this is how our planet Mars look like. Isn't it beautiful? Yes, very much. Okay, so this is the cold planet, students. It is also having atmosphere, but not very rigid atmosphere like the Earth and the Venus. but a very slight atmosphere is there, because there still, right, currently we have found some kind of nuclear radiations there. Yes, we have studied, lots of satellites have been sent there. They have seen that the atmosphere there would be earlier used to be very good condition, but because of the radiations that are present on the planet, the atmosphere is not that rigid that exists today, and because of this it become very cold, so that we can see the maximum temperature that has been reached on this planet is only 25 degrees centigrade. Okay, and the least temperature that we have observed is minus 120 degrees centigrade. So this is that thing that we cannot even live and cannot imagine that the survival of the human being would be possible there. Fine. So this is how the Mars planet goes up. Now coming back to the next planet, that is the Jupiter, that is the fifth planet of our solar system, as also known as the Brihaspati. Okay, this is also known as Guru also. Okay, this is very good planet, and because of this the life on earth exists. Yes, this is also a reason for the life that has been exist on the earth planet. Why? You are going to see itself. Okay, so here this is the largest planet of the solar system. If we are going to compare the size of all planets by keeping them in sequence, we will see that this is very huge in large. Okay, this is very largest planet, and volume of this is about 1300 times that of Earth. That means if you are going to put 1300 Earth into the like if you are going one by one Earth towards the Jupiter, so Jupiter can contain in the sphere of itself 1300 Earth. See, our Earth is very big in size, but still it can be fit 1300 times into the planet Jupiter. Okay, so this is very big. So its weights also is very big, like 318 times that of Earth, and because of that reason only it is having a huge gravity, and that gravity leads us to help not the meteors that are actually coming towards the Earth planet. Now because the Jupiter is having lots of gravity, so all the meteors, small meteors, will reflect towards this, will go towards this, not towards our Earth planets. So because of the huge gravity that is present nearby the Earth planet, now all meteors and big meteors will not come towards us. So this is how Jupiter helps us in sustaining the life on the planet Earth. Okay, so this is how our planet looks like, and here is also a red spot that you can see here. See, so this red storm is nothing but a huge storm that is going on there from centuries. Yes, ये एक बहुत बड़ा तूफान है. Okay, and one more fact that I am going to tell you, that this planet is not having land. Yes, it is not having any land. No land is present here. Like on Earth, we are standing, like I am standing here, I am standing on some solid part. That is rock. Okay, like a Mars is also having a rocky material, we can stand over that. We are having certain land, but it is actually a ball of gases. If we throw something here, so it can easily pass like this. Okay, but because it is having a lots of gravity here, due to a huge amount of gases that is inside the core of this Jupiter planet, that would not help this thing to cross like this, cross through it. Okay, because of the gravity of the gases, it is again going to be inside like this, and like these storms are revolving around this core, in the same manner that thing again going to be revolve around it. Okay, so this is how Jupiter works and Jupiter looks like, and this storm that are present here is continuously from centuries. Not this one, there are lots of storm pictures. Okay, the belts you are seeing here are all the pictures of storms only. Okay, so the another fact of this is that large spot is in the surface, and if you want to observe which planet is actually a Jupiter, so you can spot that red spot. For half of the year it can be seen in the sky, and for next half we cannot able to see that Jupiter in the sky.